congratulations. I guess my first question, Krysten, for you is, when you're approached to be a part of anything Marvel at this point in our culture, what does that sound like to you?
Well, my manager told me that they wanted me to come in and audition for this Marvel superhero show, and I like to audition, so I said yes. I'll never get that, and
do you actually like to audition?
I do, because it's like you're a few minutes to do your thing, and if you work hard and you're in there and you're confident, it could be a lot of fun. It's not always fun. Sometimes it's like the worst thing ever. But I didn't really know what to expect. I never fancied myself a superhero because I don't look like what we, sort of see a female superhero as in our culture and growing up, and that visual I don't really see myself as. But it wasn't until I heard more about the show and I read the first 2 scripts, which were fantastic. The pilot script was the best pilot ever written. And then I had a meeting with Mel and just kept getting more and more amazing information about this character and how deep and complicated and rich and yeah, so I'm thrilled to be a part of the Marvel Universe. I never thought in a million years it would happen, so here we are.
Melissa, how did you come to Krysten Ritter for the role of Jessica Jones? I mean, it's one of those things where, as someone who's looked at the book or heard about the character, it's like, of course you go, it's great casting, perfect choice. Was it like that for you guys in developing it as well? Did you have her in the forefront of your mind the whole time?
She was on the list from the very beginning. I began by developing this over at ABC Network, and back even then, she was on the list. I mean, one of the most important aspects of this character, and perhaps one of the hardest to find, is the ability to deliver a dry line. This is a funny lady, and I knew this. I knew because I've seen her work. And then on top of it, then Breaking Bad came out somewhere in there.
You were developing this at the time that Breaking Bad had, wow, so this has been in development for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, and so then I had seen her entire range, so that wherever her list was before that went right up to the top. And she was one of the first who came into audition and set the bar, and no one else came close.
Crushed my audition.
What did you do during the audition? Did you like dress like what you thought Jessica Jones dressed like, and sort of kick the door open and tell her to fuck off?
No, I sort of just naturally dress the way she does already. I'm dolled up because we're doing press, but normally I'm just in jeans and boots and a leather jacket, which is kind of how Jessica looks. But I worked really hard on the audition, and I loved the material that I got, and it was so complex, and there was actual scenes with a scene partner.
Oh, yeah.
And that seems like a weird thing to say, but that's rare. A lot of times you get material that they really need you to bring a lot to it because there's not much on the page, or it's a lot of exposition, and these were like really human scenes, and
especially with television, you find that a lot of television is so much exposition, or it's just beat by beat getting to the next scene.
It's always moving plot forward.
Exactly. Whereas Jessica Jones, it's not that at all. I mean, there's a scene, no spoilers, about halfway through the season that is just this phenomenal 2-character scene that we've been waiting for the whole show since the beginning, and it's a very long scene, and beat by beat, it's perfect. It's a great scene between you and I can't give it away. Later. Sorry, yeah. In the police station, we'll say that.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic scene. I want to go back to developing Jessica Jones over the course of a few years. What happens in developing a show for a few years? How did the show change? What was that process like?
Well, it started off at ABC Studio and ABC Network, and when you're building a story that involves commercial